Look on the screen. Look on the screen. Well, today I got two, and it's like, wow, it looks like two of the women kind of got the men, both interracial relationships. He has a foreign name. I apologize. I want to mispronounce it, but he's gone. In this photo, the black man is gone. But Becky lives on. A couple. We got a DV situation going on here. Check out the video, fair use. Listen to what the friends are saying. Then you've got a neighbor. Keep in mind, I want you to hear what the friends are saying. Then you've got a neighbor coming out with his assessment, which I kind of wonder if the guy's lying. I'm just saying. I kind of wonder if he's lying for the narrative, because my thing is, okay, you're a neighbor and you're like saying, oh, you've seen a black guy. You don't know if it's open hand or closed hand, do a smack on her. But the friends who are more in tune with the people saying something differently. And also given the fact they've had different phone calls from the police there. So my thinking is, if they've had different phone calls from the police, in a lot of cases, they probably take the man down more than likely. But he didn't go. So that tells me, it makes me kind of be in line with the friends. When it's getting to this point, somebody needs to leave. And these men might think, oh, I'm strong, I can take it. It ain't gonna go this far. He might have thought that too. But look what happened to this boo. Okay, check it out. Fair use.
Unanswered questions after a stabbing death in Miami.
A man allegedly killed by his own girlfriend. So why hasn't she been charged? Local 10 Sonella Sabovic live with details on this. Sonella.
The big question is here, was this done in self-defense? Miami police investigators say that this is an ongoing and very active investigation. Meantime, we spoke with a group of friends that knew this couple very well, and they detail a rocky relationship.
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This trio was very close to 27-year-old Christian Obumseli and his girlfriend, who they've identified as 25-year-old Courtney Clenny, an OnlyFans model and Instagram influencer. So when police reported that Obumseli was fatally stabbed by Clenny on Sunday inside their Miami apartment, the friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her.
Officers say there was a struggle before Obumseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened and if Clenny acted in self-defense.
From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
One neighbor who tells me that he has a very clear view of the couple's apartment said a week before the stabbing, things were off and that Clenny was the one getting physically abused.
I could not tell if it was open-handed or closed-handed, but he was swinging at her.
Police say in the past 3 months, they've responded to multiple disturbance calls at the couple's apartment. Their mutual friends are still trying to process what went wrong.
Even though that we really lost Trishan only, it feels like we also lost Courtney at the same time, because we didn't think that this is as far as it would have gone.
And following the stabbing, Clenny was detained. She was brought here to the police department for questioning. And during that process, she was threatening to kill herself. So officers took her to the hospital where she was Baker active. As it stands at this moment, she has not been charged.
And she will more than likely not be charged. Now, the Baker Act is basically where they can hold someone for a psychiatric or psychological examination to make sure you're not a danger to yourself or anyone else. Well, look like Cutie Pie got rid of her man. He's dead. Stabbed in the shoulder. Which I would think maybe he could have survived it, but I guess not. Maybe it depends on where. But wow. Before it got to this point, somebody should have left. And obviously, she's quick with the hands. See, this is a big dude. And sometimes these men think, oh, you know, she's a little bit, she ain't gonna do nothing. I got this. Blah, blah, no problem, no problem. I got this. No, you don't got this. You the one that's gonna get this. And now he's deceased. So they got the Baker Act. That'll give them some time. And you know that's only like for there's like what is a holding period. After that holding period, more than likely that person will be, you know, released. And this kind of makes me wonder if they setting the stage to not arrest her. They'll use his size. I guarantee you. You look how big he is. She was scared. I was. Oh yeah. I wouldn't look for an arrest. Little me and the big black man. I've seen this played out before with somebody I know. And here's the deal. With a person I know, and he was a large black dude, that's for sure. Here's the deal. On his end, check it. It was another black guy that was beating her, but Becky put on him the big old soft teddy bear because she'd taken him for a sucker. And protecting the man that actually did, I was like, wow. And then what happened, they found out she was lying because on his cell phone, girl, he was hours away. So women will do that if they really don't like you. Oh yeah, Dustinas, they're just as deadly as dust buckets. So more than likely, they'll use her size compared to his size. They might pull the big black man stance, and hey, there you go. But either way, this shouldn't have been. Somebody should have left. He probably thought he could have handled it. There's another story. I'll try and get to that one where it was a black woman. And it said she bopped her little man, and she's about average size. Got she bopped her little man and pulled the hoodie on his head. I'm sorry, spin him around. So that sounds like a little joke. She done bopped him on the head and pulled the hoodie on his head, and they said she spun him around. So I was like, were they playing? Were they, like a little dance? What's going on? Then things escalated. Sister girl, I guess it was violent. It wasn't a playful thing, and now she's in the ground. And they're saying that, hey, she's the one that got it going, from what the person saw. And he's a little dude too, little white dude, skinny, and he looks a lot older. Even raised her child. So I thought about it. I was looking at her, the way she looked, and yeah, I'll try and let me get back to that video. But yeah, they said she bopped him in the head, spin around. Next thing you know, oh boy, I don't know if he shot her. Yeah, he shot her, killed her. And even the family's like, he was an easygoing guy. He was a nice provider. He raised her child. She might have been like Becky did my homeboy, seeing him as a sucker. Bopping a little man on the head and pull a hoodie over him and then spin him around. And he was very skinny. You'll see the video. Now look. Her own family. Just like in this case here, their friends giving a story on her. Then you have the neighbors kind of things. But this here, somebody should have left. He should have left. But he probably thought, oh, I could handle it. And don't forget too, a lot of times, sometimes black men, they have this assertion about black women that only black women do bad things. People think that way sometimes. Something only black men do bad things. It's all, people think a certain way. Oh, this person is different. Oh yeah, she's not going to do this to me. And look what happened. I bet he never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. In these DV situations, nobody ever sees it coming till it happens. Nobody ever sees it coming until it happens. So now we know. And she's in the Baker Act. She's been Baker acted. I'm sure she's going to be fine. Again, they'll probably use the big black man stance. I believe the friends, and it could be back and forth. Either way, male or female, when these things start happening, somebody needs to leave. And sometimes it's financial. Sometimes people can't, they're in situations where they're both paying or one person is paying, they both can't take it. I want to get some more information, like what's starting these fights, what's going on. But people get themselves into a position where the one person paying everything, combining them, and the next thing you know, I can't leave. Why? Because if I leave here, I can't afford rent. Or if I leave here, I can't afford rent in my car. So they're in a financial bind. And so when things are not working out, and then you add finances to it, yeah, it can get out of hand. But this here, when it gets to the point you have to call the laws in to intervene, it's time for somebody to go. It's time for someone to leave. Because if not, somebody might end up leaving permanently. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hey, and YouTube, I'm afraid that they are unsubscribing a few people. Why? Because some people, I'm like, hey, I haven't seen anything from this person in a while. And I look up, I'm unsubscribed from their channel. And they are posting videos, and I didn't press the button. So that's weird. So just make sure you please people to like, hit the like button or dislike. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you are, thanks, appreciate you. Anyway, I'm out. Look forward to your thoughts on the subject.